Hello everyone, I'm the Whiskey Enthusiast. Welcome back to my channel. We're continuing with the OSWA nominees, and we're at category number 5, which is the best distillery category. Springbank has been dominating for the past 2 years. Let's see if they'll win. Probably will do, but let's see. My pick, like I said before, I do it on every video. This is not my pick. I'm just showcasing a distillery today. And we have the categories here. I'll just read them. We have the Ardent American. We have the Ben Romack. I did a Ben Romack cask strength comparison, but because it's OSWA specials now, it's not out yet. It will be. We have the Bruichladdich Distillery. We have the Glen Scotia. We have the Loch Lomond, who owns Glen Scotia. So Glen Scotia is part of the Loch Lomond group, and Loch Lomond is also doing some fantastic things. And we have the Springbank. If they win this year, due to the new rules, I think they're going to have to, they can't be nominated next year or something. But Roy and Ralphie have decided that to give everyone a chance. I think I might not be 100% on this. Anyway, the distillery I picked is Glen Scotia because I've not done a Glen Scotia review before. I don't know how. So I figured it's a good opportunity for me to do the Glen Scotias. Right, Glen Scotia Distillery is also in Campbelltown, and it's not had a lot of love back in the day, but now, in the past 10 years, I think it's getting much better. Their products are getting better. People are giving them more chance, and actually they're doing some fantastic things. Their their Campbelltown Music Festival, Malt Festival releases are fantastic. I just have the standard versions here. I don't have anything that's special. They're in the UK right now, but anything I had recently from Glen Scotia has been just gold. So I do like this distillery. I do enjoy the Campbelltown style. And today I'm going to review the double cask and also the double cask rum cask finish, just because to a little comparison. But this was the best Scotch whiskey of the year winner, last year, the Victoriana. A lot of people have done the reviews of this, and right, this one is the 16. This is the duty-free version. There's 15 as the core range. It is nice as well. I like the 15. I didn't try the 16. I have it, but haven't had a chance to open it yet. But the double cask I really enjoy, and the double cask rum cask finish, I'm just gonna review it so it gives you an idea, and I'll talk about the both of the whiskeys a little bit. And actually, it would have been better if I talked about the distillery itself rather than the whiskeys, but because I didn't plan for this properly, I'm gonna talk about the whiskeys. Sorry about that. Honestly, sometimes in the middle of these things, I realize what I could have done, and it feels a bit of a lost opportunity. But this is not a history class. This is not like, you're not here to listen to the history of Glen Scotia Distillery. Maybe you are, but I'm not the person to give it. Matt at Whiskey on the West Coast gives fantastic history. Also, Erik Whiskey Studies gives amazing history of the distilleries. So those channels, big shout out to both of them. Are more detail oriented in the history wise. I just day drink and talk to you, so that's my forte. Right. Okay, double cask. I'll just read you a little bit. This is the I'll show you the bottle. There we go. I have the Campbelltown here. It's very pretty. This is the old bottling, by the way, and this is the new bottling. The labels have changed. I'll show you the rum cask as well, and I'll try to timestamp it on the bottom to see which one is which. Right. Matured in American oak barrels and finished in Pedro Jimenez sherry casks. Rich and spicy. 46% ABV. It is, I think it's non-chill filtered. Unfortunately, it does have caramel coloring. Why? Anyway, Glen Scotia Double Cask is a classic Campbelltown malt from the distillery with a formidable pedigree of whiskey making since 1832. Our master blender handpicks each cask matured in first-filled bourbon barrels before finishing this outstanding single malt whiskey in Pedro Jimenez sherry casks. This provides the perfect balance of rich, spicy fruits overlaid with the Glen Scotia characteristics of sea spray and vanilla oak finish. All right. By the way, coloring, it really doesn't matter. That's why I say why. Like, why would they color it? I don't get it, you know, for the mass market. But it doesn't massively make an effect. Although, people do argue that you can taste the caramel coloring to a degree, but I don't know. I don't know. All right. The double cask on the nose. Very salty. Yeah, definitely sea spray. Fresh. Nice black peppers. Very strong vanilla. A lot of caramel. Not from the coloring. Well, maybe. I don't know. Mint. Treacle. Now it's getting darker. Red dark jam. Ooh, balsamic glaze. It's sweet but tart at the same time. Nutty. Fresh and fruity at the same time. Weird. It's the freshness from the seaside, the sea effect, and the saltiness and a little bit of iodine, and the sweetness from the Pedro Jimenez cask with the little bourbon, vanilla, and caramel notes is really well integrated. So balsamic glaze is actually a fantastic note for this. In that sense, it's sweet and tart and a little bit of salty at the same time. Now I get a bit more green jalapenos. Well, jalapenos are green, sorry, fresh jalapenos. A little bit young. Yeah, a little bit of young, wet wood. All right, on the palate. Okay. It's spicy. It's sweet. The freshness is gone, but the saltiness is there. It's almost like, yeah, it's almost like crusty bread and some salted butter, but not too much butter notes, but more jam notes. It's a bit thin. It is 46% ABV, but maybe it is chill filtered. I'm not so sure, but maybe it's barrier filtered to a degree. Well, it drinks a bit thin, but the finish is beautiful. It's dark berries, dark jam, nuts, a lot of cinnamon. Now the spice is subdued, the fresh salty notes have gone, and it leaves you with this underlying berry notes. But it's not so long. It's not super long. I'm going to do a second round, because I remember this drinking better, if I'm being honest. Right, more sweetness on the nose, but the black pepper, sea spray, salt, and sweetness all well integrated in the nose. Yeah, spiciness, saltiness, and sweetness continues on the palate. It is balanced in that sense. It does give everything at a point, but does drink very thin. And it does feel young, but it's a good introductory whiskey. Non-age stated, obviously we know it's younger than 10 because there is a 10. And yeah, it's a good introductory whiskey to Campbelltown style, but it has nowhere near that Campbelltown Funk Springbank is so well known and loved for. This is nothing farmyardy, has nothing to do with that. It's a nice, fresh island dram with some nice sweetness. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed because I actually, if you asked me before this review, I would have said I really like this one. It didn't impress me that much right now. Yeah, so I'm going to go to the rum cask, which, if you asked me before, I would have said I don't like the rum cask that much. Anyway, right, this is the rum cask. Classic Campbelltown malt, Demerara rum cask, and first fill bourbon barrels, 46% ABV. This one is non-chill filtered and natural color. It does say that. Interesting, we'll see. Glen Scotia double cask rum cask enjoys the same maturation, first fill bourbon barrels as double cask, with an 8-month finish in Demerara rum barrels, while the signature notes of caramel and sea spray are still present. The finish adds an exotic dimension of melted sugar, molasses, tropical fruit notes. The result is an adventurous single malt Scotch whiskey. We shall see. It's a nice bottle, isn't it, with the purple. Yeah, tell me, which label do you like more? Do you like more the old label or the new one? All right, let's go on to the double. Damn, that's a big pour. And I sprayed. Okay. Right, let's go on the nose. Wow. They weren't lying. The sea spray is the same. I'll compare later, but then, instead of underlying those red fruits, I get fresh fruits. Apple, pear, dragon fruit, mango, papaya, all of those exotic fruits. Definitely some sugar. Spicy jam. Melon. Oh yeah. Cantaloupe, melon, that note. A little bit of like sulfuric. And peppery. This is why you have to taste whiskey at different days, different times. Honestly, I tasted both of them last night actually. And I preferred this one. Whereas now, I'm quite liking this one because it's not as thin. The mouthfeel is quite good actually on this one. And the spiciness, the prickliness is dialed down. And the sweetness is not this really strong berry sweetness, but it's just an encapsulating sugar covered something. So it's almost like there were some sugar covered biscuits. It's something like that, because you get a little bit of bready note, you get the caramel and the bourbon freshness, the vanilla notes are there. You get orange peel, you get papaya, mango, but also there's like it's like sugared, well, candied dried fruits, candied dried mango, candied dried banana. It's like that, the palate. And the finish, same length, not longer, not small, shorter. But mouthfeel is much better than the regular double cask, and less spicy. Sure, less sweet, but sweetness is more integrated, well integrated on the rum cask finish. Very interesting, isn't it? These things, it just changes in front of you. Let me compare the noses. Oh, I mean, massive difference. Now I get a little bit of that treacle sweetness really popping out compared to this, whereas this one just smells like a fruit bowl, like fruit salad, fresh, very subtle, with a hint of vanilla. Whereas this, oh, massive treacle and molasses notes, day and night, so different. All right, guys, I'm gonna go from general, because this is very affordable, and it's a nice sipper. It's just, don't expect too much robustness. So I'm gonna recommend 3 Glencairns on the double cask, and I'm gonna recommend 2 Glencairns on the rum cask, because my friends didn't like it that much, and I think it's much more expensive, and I don't know if you can actually find it that easily. I'm not so sure. So yeah, but Glen Scotia is a good distillery, getting better by day. Do check their products out, I would say. Their 25-year-old won gold medal, but what does that mean is another question. OSWAs is what matters, because it's voted by people like you and me, by the public, by the drinkers. So, but check Glen Scotia out, check their Campbelltown Music Malt Festival releases. And yeah, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It does mean a lot to me. I do appreciate it. And let me know what you think of Glen Scotia as a distillery. Let me know what you think of these releases. Have you tried or not? And yeah, tell me about the label design if that's your thing. And then I'll see you on the next category in the OSWA nominations. Cheers, guys. See you.